Hello everyone, welcome to the new episode of Professionals Unplugged. I am your host Utkarsh Shukla, and let me introduce you to my guest Liene. Liene, thank you so much for joining in.
Thank you for having me. It's a really great pleasure to talk to you this morning. Thank you.
That's really great to hear from you, Liene. So let's start with our very basic question. Can you please introduce our audience to yourself, like who you are, what work you do, anything you want us to know about you?
Okay. Thank you. These are quite basic questions, but actually they're also big questions. I would like to say like lifetime questions because somehow I will look and I'm looking answers for them all my life and defining and redefining, and I will probably do it till my last day. But shortly, I would say like as we all and it will be a bit spiritual I'm divine soul experiencing human experience here on earth. And yes, so I'm human being who is trying never actually stop trying to be my best self, to give the best to others. And I'm always trying to balancing me in the universe between spiritual things and more materialistic things. So yes, I'm always trying to find myself between these things because yes, I have really good things and values in myself that I can be really connected with spiritual things, and I have really good things also that I can be related with the material world. So yeah, more to material world. Haven't wasted my time here. I have worked and studied a lot, and since childhood I have been amazed about the world and about human nature, and I really like to explore things, and I really believe in like practice-based education. But yes, before I got my degrees in law, in history, and as a teacher. Actually, I was these professionals in my heart because I really loved these subjects in the school time. I got great work experience before I have the real job experience like these professionals. So yes, I really enjoyed these things before I got these academic degrees. So, but yes, more about the professional life. I have worked, like I told, a lot, and actually done things a lot as well, from event organizing and planning, and to the journalism also, and then to the schooling as a teacher. Before that, I was working in the law and justice sector, and then after teaching work and project management, I went back direct to the project thing, and the latest thing now is energy sector. But yes, I know that I will probably study something more because, like I told, I really like to explore world and to understand better things that I don't know yet. And yes, I will probably find some new study fields that I will study in the future. But right now, I'm back in the project sector. But actually I have plugged, like your podcast called Professionals Unplugged. I have plugged myself out from these casual works as it was more than 10 years ago, and then I went back, and then I again plugged my out. Like, I would like to say I am taking out myself from the environment or the place where I see that I don't belong at that moment, or I can't aim my goals in this field yet. So, but I'm never giving up. I know that I will maybe go back again one day as a teacher, maybe. Or yes, right now I'm back in the project management. So yes, life will show. But I think that not right now. Actually, I think this trend came from the serial office, that it's not so popular to do this 9 to 5 work in the office, and it's boring. And sometimes it could really be, but actually it's depends from the you. If you can find your real goals, actually you can really also enjoy the classic work. So there is no one right way and trend to follow. So I think the most thing you need to follow is your heart and your beliefs and your values, and this will lead you to really great experience. So yes, I'm always trying to balance myself, like I said, between these spiritual values and material world values. So But one thing and it leads the things that I struggle with is, but actually it also benefits me. This good girl syndrome. I always want to be not perfect, but I'm trying to aim it. But I know there is no such a thing as perfection. So yes, this is one thing, and yes, but at the same time, I feel the really big rebel spirit in me. I always like to push myself more and to see, is this a rule, real rule, or is it just the rule that's someone thought that this should be a rule. So yes, I have this rebel spirit well. So yes, I'm yeah, I'm free, wild, wild spirit here on Earth, experiencing life as I can and as I should do to experience the best things in the life for me. So yeah.
That's really a great and a big intro from your end, and it's really good to hear from you. Like you are trying to maintain a balance and trying to find that perfect job for you. Like you said, you keep on rotating until or unless you find that one thing where you can feel stable, like from teaching to project manager, then to energy coordinator. Now you said you are back to the project management thing, right? So just one question around it: how difficult it becomes for you to again go back to a certain field or to again find a new job once you're not able to do so, because generally people, they find a job, they think it will be very difficult for them to leave this irrespective of they are feeling happy or not, right? So it become very difficult for them to change, but you are doing so. So how you are doing it, and how you keep motivating yourself for the same?
Um, it probably comes from my personality that I'm always believing myself, and I'm not. So of course, as we all, I'm sometimes rejecting myself or self-sabotaging. I see as well, but in deep inside, I know that every experience give me a value, good or bad. I will decide later. At the moment, maybe you can experience something not so good. For instance, you can be fired or you can be hired. And at one point you think, oh, I'm fired. That's so bad for me. Oh my God, I don't have a job. But years later, you will see, oh, thanks God, I wasn't there. I didn't stay there. So yes. And in some places you will see, oh, is this uh, job experience really value for me? So yes, the bigger picture gives you this whole all perspective. So yes, patience to see the value in the things. But yes, I could be lucky, and I don't know is this comes from my parents or from myself, that yes, in each situation I will see this like they're saying, every cloud has this golden line, and I will always see this golden line. And if I'm in this golden line, I will remember that there is also maybe some not of the good things. So yes, to give like really both perspectives to each situation, and to see benefit from it, even if this experience is not so good for you. Of course, there is some tragical situations could be in the life, but also from those situations you are like, there is big power. So collect these all experience to yourself and try to manage these situations and to redefine maybe things. The big thing is also how you talk to yourself, how you saying what you are saying to you and how you are saying it to you. So yes, this is thing that I'm practicing a lot right now also, because yes, this is yeah, our thoughts and our words are really changing our perspective and way. So, and I always believe that there is because as maybe you also have experienced that and you also said to find a way where you feel stable. And I, of course, I know that I could be a really great professional and stay in one field, but this is so complex world, and we need complex skills and complex knowledge to solve things. So I think that there is no situation where two different topics couldn't help you figure out better. There is always better to know many aspects to the situation to get these better solutions to the problems. So yes, this is complex world, and complex solutions is necessary. So yes, I'm not afraid to change positions, to change fields, and I know that this will benefit me, because yeah, this is how world works. So yes. it's always better to know something more than less.
Yeah, I think that's a really lovely answer you just mentioned. Like it's important to follow the path rather than the outcome of it. So it's a great learning on that answer. Now coming to your stories, if you can share any story from your personal life or professional life that you think should be heard, what it will be.
Yeah. There will be one small introduction, but actually I'm really thankful for the life, for the situation that I have been from any aspect. And someone would say, "Oh, actually, there is no such a big happiness, and there is tragic stories." But I like I said, I always see this golden line, and I'm really gifted with the also with the people around me, and these everyone was the right and actually the best teacher for me at that phase, and I'm really thankful for that. But especially I'm happy for my family because yes, my parents were two opposite. My father was like really physically strong, strong man, and with a big and warm heart, and my mother is like a really strong lady and very logical and very responsible. And actually this strong lady is some I think also national thing. Almost all ladies in Latvia are really strong, and my mother represents it at the best. And my sister as well. I have older sister, and yes, she taught me a big courage. And there is the story. One actually, there will be two stories, but one about childhood. So she was afraid from the dark, and me as a little one, and somehow, and maybe this is the base why I'm so brave. Nowadays, I'm almost not scared of anything. But yes, she was scared from the dark, and I was 3 years old. And in the night when she need to go to the lady room, the restroom, so she told me, Liene, you lead me to there. And there was like long hall through our apartments, and I was like going first one, and turning on lights, and not only that one, that I'm going in the dark alone, but I was also the last one which came back and turned off the lights. And she was also a little bit dramatic in childhood, and she like was running back to the room, and oh, I'm so scared of ghosts. And I'm like, I'm 3 years old, I'm more scared, but okay, I will turn off lights because I know that I need to do it. So yes, this is maybe the reason why I'm so brave. And the other story, also from the childhood, but bit uh, bit older. I was 12 years old, and there was the situation that need to change schools from the grade 6 to the grade 7. And my aim was to get in the great gymnasium, like a really good school. And I went to the school, and unfortunately, I was rejected because there was this ranking, and it's also popular nowadays, also from the marks. And the specially was the math, and I got 7, not 10. And they told me, unfortunately, classes are full, and you have only 7. So you need to go find another school. And I was like sad, and I went back to my old school, and somehow I met my old teacher, and she asked, Liene, where are you going, to which school? And then I told her this, that yes, I'm unfortunately rejected from that gymnasium, I will go to another school. And she was surprised, like, really, you are rejected, but your classmate with the lower marks, he is like apart right now from that school, he is accepted. So I went back to that school, and I face again this director's administrator, I don't know, secretary in administration, but otherwise she was more than 50 years old. I was 12, and I faced the situation that I know my classmate with the mark 4, he is accepted in the school, I need to also be accepted. And she was like, okay. And I got in the school. So, and I graduated the school, and I get also good connection with the teachers and directors there. So yes, and at that moment, I just faced that I can stand again some older, some wiser, and that you are. And the big thing that I'm always reminding myself again and nowadays, that you are the only one who will fight for yourself, and you are the only one who can give everything to yourself. So always you need to stand by yourself in any circumstances and situations. You need to stand by yourself. of course, luckily, I met this my old teacher who told me this story, because if I didn't met her, then I maybe would go to another school. But yes, so this is why I'm so lucky about people around me. So yes, somehow everything connects and help me to uh, aim my goals. So yeah.
Yes, I totally agree with you. I think we can take out 2 points from your stories. First is to have the connection around you. Make sure you have a great people around you to help you in any situation. And second point that I can think about is to take a stand for yourself. Like you have mentioned, you can fight for yourself irrespective of whom you are fighting. The one you have mentioned was more than 50 years old, and the second was your sister, whom you are trying to accompany
But
to
actually,
the darker side.
sister was like making this situation
Yeah.
more dramatic,
And
because she was scared from the ghosts, but the darkness.
yeah,
And nowadays there is actually more adults who are still afraid from the
yes.
dark. So yes, I'm not afraid from the dark since I'm 3 years old. So yeah.
That's really great to hear from you. So, what is the dream right now? I know you just told us about what you're trying to accomplish as a spiritual person, but if I ask you what is your goal at this moment, what it will be?
Again, a little bit tough one, but shortly would be like I would be like to be happy individual, but at the same time I also not only about me. I would really love to see and experience and face these great changes in the world. And I'm hearing that something is changing, but not yet. I would really be happy to see that we are living in the happier and healthier society, and we are not facing big wars. And I know it's maybe a bit unrealistic, because war happened all the time on earth, but I'm a real pacifist, but as almost all of we are. And yes, I know that there is one thing, because I really I feel happy when I can do something that benefits not only me, but to be real altruist, you need actually, there's the saying, you need to be good egoist, and I really struggle with it. So yes, my dream is to be happy as a individual, to be lucky, and yes, and to see also others experiencing life, and feeling happy here, and peace, of course. That would be good, would be great aim. But there is, yes, everything starts from your inside world. So firstly, I need to get, like, to be real altruist. I need to be better egoist. So yes, this is one thing, because yes, these struggle that I'm facing, to saying sometimes no to some things, because like I told, I really happy to help others, and to see benefit from my work to others. But sometimes this leads me to, yeah, to giving myself away. So my dream is a bit connected with with my struggle. So yeah.
That's really good to hear. Talking about spirituality, as you mentioned, you are trying to follow the spiritual path. So, how do you define spirituality? Like, what is the meaning of spirituality according to you? Because every person has their own perspective of how they define it. So, I wanted to know what is it from you.
I don't know. I'm probably lucky with the fact that I'm not baptized in the childhood, and I haven't experienced these church lessons. Why I'm happy? Because as almost all that I know who experienced that was actually, now they are farther from the God and farther from this spiritual world than they should be, because they experience these things in childhood, but somehow this actually made the opposite side. But me, which wasn't in the church as a child, right now I'm actually like, I see value to go sometimes to any kind of churches. And yes, this one thing is to see this connection with the God. But yes, like you said, it's really individual way how we feel. And some, and those who are atheists and don't believe in God, and they can find a spiritual part in, like, daily basis in meditation and in other things. So and this thing that I mentioned, that I see that changes are happening right now in the world. Some years ago there was these uh, big discussions between monks and then between physics, and they actually, when they try to explain big questions in the life and big things, they were talking about the same thing, just a little bit different terms. But right now there is like real science based in quantum physics that are right now connecting these things, and they are real proofs to that, that actually there is scientific based for our spirit, and there is no doubt that everything is connected, and everything is energy. So yes, this is that one thing that doesn't matter if you are more science-based thinking or more in spiritual. There is something that is bigger than us, and there is something that is helping us to lead ourselves to our good aims, and yes. So, but yes, about the spiritual thing, I don't know. It's maybe also from the childhood, these big conversations with our father. We had these big questions who we are, and it's so amazing that like there is no one the same as you in this world. And this was other big thing for me to understood. Oh my God, I'm so it's so unbelievable that like I'm so unique, and this is what I'm trying to remind myself more and more nowadays, because when we are living in this world where there's so lots of trends to follow, not to lost yourself. And this is actually again one thing from the professional perspective, that I'm sometimes working so much, actually not work, I have served in this work, and I really love these jobs. But when you are doing like that, you are actually losing yourself, and how not to lose yourself. So always when you are too much in material world and practical things, or in politics or something, you need to step back, turn off everything off, enjoy the silence is a just amazing thing. It's more, conversations are so valuable, but actually in silence you can sometimes get more bigger answers to yourself. So yes, this is also one thing that yeah, don't don't deny these things, that there is no such a thing as a spirit. See and believe in any form as it's comfort your understandings and your feeling about other worlds, because scientists are saying that there is something that you can't prove. So
Yeah,
if you are a science-based thinker, then you should lead to these statements that there is some things that we can't prove, but there is something. So let's wait when these things will be approved for everyone.
that's really great. I think you have covered a lot of things and you have given both scientific examples and non-scientific examples, like how energy is present and how they are getting converted in each and every form. And that's what it is like, how important it is for all of us to go through the path and to know ourselves first in order to being spiritual rather than any god you are trying to follow or any religion you are in. It's only the energy that matters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally agree. Totally agree. This is probably why, oh, sorry that I interrupt you, but this is probably why I somehow found myself right now in the energy sector, that I really happy for that, because I didn't study physics. I study history and law and other humanitarian fields, but right now by myself and other additional courses, I'm studying also this part, just to see uh, these things that I knew just from the science perspective. So
It's
yeah.
really great. So if I ask you if you can give one advice to the people watching it, what it will be?
Um, will repeat myself again. You need always to be your best friend. You
Mm.
need always to be your advocate, because there is the saying that sometimes we are talking to others like we are best advocates for them, but we need actually to talk to ourselves, not self sabotage. To be your best friend in any situation. Okay, there is sometimes situations when you need to be open also about valid criticism. You need to accept this valid criticism because this is the only way how you can outgrow your ego. If you want to get better version of yourself, and this is my aim to get each day better version of myself, and just the only one who I'm competing is myself yesterday. So for everyone who is also interested to develop yourself and see what comes next better for yourself, then yes, be supportive because like yes, the reality and the world is harsh already, and we need to be ourselves like kinder. And yes, but another thing maybe is that there's sometimes that's okay, you are standing by yourself and you're a strong individual, but remember that you need to ask help sometimes. You can't do all things by
Yeah,
yourself, so always know that you need someone in some situations, and be lucky to have these people around you. And if somehow situations change, don't be upset if you and sometimes life just take away these peoples from you, which were your close one. But there's also some big strength if you lose someone somehow. Actually, there is strength for you to see that actually maybe the support which was in this person actually is already in you. So yes, don't be upset if you lose someone. Just don't lose yourself, and yeah, be your best friend. And this and never give up and never stop trying. This is the thing. Never stop trying.
that's it.
So yes.
I think this is the best point to end this podcast on never give up and keep trying for yourself. So thank you so much, Lian. It was really a great and a wonderful experience for me to know you and to know more about your journey. Just keep shining and keep
Yeah,
spreading the
thank
energy.
you.
Thank you.
You too. Thank you for this podcast, and I wish you the best next episodes. And I will probably follow you more. So thank you.
Thank you.